Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new roadtomax series. In this episode, I'm starting off with a big purchase. I have just purchased the task storage from Drodel, which means if we ever get a task which is decent or we want to save for a later time, I can just put it in storage, and for just 50 points I can pull it out whenever I want to do that task. But apart from that, we're starting off with some great demons. This episode will be more about the slaying and finally getting 126 combat, if possible this episode, depending on how nice Drodel wants to be. And with Dark Beast, he's given us the best chance possible. So let's get slaying and I'll let you know any updates. So I know we said we were just going to do some Slayer, but the boys were online. It was a Friday night and it was time to do some raids. So we're not going to go too heavy this week. I've got some stuff to do on a Saturday, so we're just fitting in this one raid for now. And we are going to get nothing, which, you know, is a bit of a theme for our raids normally. So 107 raids, which ain't too bad, considering I don't have many RS friends. Yeah, it's pretty good. And the loot as well, I can't really moan about the loot. Every sort of chambers chest I do, I will always make sort of 150 plus K, which isn't too bad when considering you're actually adding in the splits eventually as well, when we finally do get them as well. But that'll be it for raids tonight. I'm going to do a quick bird-ass run and then go and get back to slaying. Remember to do bird-ass runs. So considering it took a while to get a debo, I actually got another one. So Dark Beasts are on a bit of a roll at the minute, definitely paying out. So what's Drodel going to give us next? Greater Demons, again, more melee XP, can't really moan. The Slayer tasks are getting a bit repetitive at the minute, but that's because I'm just trying to get through them all as quickly as possible. Definitely using Expeditious Bracelets just to make sure all tasks are kept to a minimum, but I will use the Ferocious Gloves on Dark Beast or a big melee task as well. But yeah, Greater Demons done without anything major. They're just a nice chilled task. I do have to reset aggression, but it's not too bad. Picking up some cow fights, which are a nice cannon task as well. I do these in the dungeon in the desert, and just using the desert hammer you can go straight there as well. But although these are pretty much a main cannon task, they are decent melee XP as well, and not too bad to do a couple of in a day as well. Cure asks, Drodel tries to keep making me do these, but I just won't. So I've changed up the block list a little bit as well, as there's some tasks I still need to be doing. And I'm just going to pick up some Smoke Devils, which will be really good for the mage XP. So let's gear up and go. So I've got that champion opposite us, trying to melee the Smoke Devils. But in terms of a mage XP task, I've made a bit of a blunder here, because these things are amazing. I've not really done Smoke Devils because I always saw the flooring as a bit of effort. But in terms of Slayer XP and Mage XP, they are insane. So the Mage is just under 400k to 99. If I can back-to-back this task and get a couple more, that'll fly down in no time. So that is now officially all the clips used up just before the TOA release. Now, this is how backed up I am with skilling and doing other things as well. I have been busy with my job, so that's why videos haven't been as consistent on the 07 side. And I do apologise for that. I like to make sure that videos are consistent so we don't forget where we are, or I don't just bunch them all together, which I will be doing over Christmas, but I'm pretty sure everyone will have a bit more free time over Christmas than the norm. So this was just a bit of the outlay of the gear I went into TOA with. So I did borrow some gears off my brothers. I got a Scythe, Sangstaff, and basically full max mage. And yeah, so I built up quite a big cash stack over the past couple of episodes with a lot of God Wars dungeon drops. We got some rage drops as well. And the majority of that money got spent on no gear. So what it all went on instead was a lot of potions, a lot of blood runes especially. Blood runes wipe me out in this prep video, which there is a prep video for Raid 3 if you want to see exactly what I bought and where. But in terms of the gear is what I got in the info, and that cash stack will just get rinsed. But I'm very bare bones on potions and stuff that I'm going to need anyway, whether it be raids or God Wars. And as you can see from this info, this is where the money went. A lot of it went, all 60 mil of it as well. But a lot of things there were very expensive, and in hindsight I didn't really need it all. I shouldn't have sort of hoarded it as much as I did and gone and bought everything as much as I did as well. But yeah, at least the money got used well. I've still got a majority of the potions in the bank now, so the prayer potions aren't for TOA, they're for Slayer, but Slayer will always make the money from as well. But it's always good to keep yourself topped up, just in case prices go up on items, and just making sure you've got enough to do what you need to as well, whenever you want to. I like the option of just whenever I can go and do a God Wars trip, and I've got the stuff in the bank as well. But yeah, so that's me being rinsed to the cleaners. Before TOA, there's a few things I needed to do. Majorly, the quest. So I left the quest to the last minute, of course, And this is actually going to be the first time I'm going to do a quest with the Runelight Quest Helper. So I've heard it's OP, and let's just see how OP it is. So, starting a quest off as you always do, with plenty of slaves in the desert and a man just dying in front of me. This woman don't look sus at all. I'm definitely not going to end up in trouble because of her. So she randomly vanishes, and that's the start of the quest. So this is obviously where TOA is going to start, this pyramid. And I'm sort of 2 days off release, so I thought I'd get it done early. Well, not early, late, but early enough so I've got plenty of time on day of release to sort of iron stuff out and get stuff ready. But yeah, like I said in the previous clip, it's the first time I'm ever using the quest helper, and already the thing looks OP as, and it's quite sort of mad it's allowed. And just because I'm with you guys, you know, I show you everything. Of course I was going to be a death on that boss. I bet you thought I was going to die on the last boss, but no. We die on the scarab in the puzzle room. It hit me with a shadow barrage, I think, and it just stacked me. And you know, it happens, and that's why there's graves. And don't get me wrong, when I first tried to find a grave, I did sort of shit it a bit because I didn't know where the grave was, and it's only because on RS3 it's where scarabs used to be or something like that, but I only sort of knew the area a bit. But yeah, let's go and get our stuff and try again. So this is attempt 2. As you can see, we are still touching cloth and we are very, very close to it. But we've actually completed it. Now, for a sort of mini halfway quest boss, that was actually quite hard. But, you know, that's just my opinion. So just some quick dialogue between this. Again, during the puzzles and sort of running around the whole mini dungeon thing, the quest helper is just, like, amazing. And in terms of quests as well, once I've maxed, I've got quite a few quests to tick off. I've still not done Song of the Elves. I've still not done the V-Shield quest, so I've still can't kill basilisks. And yeah, there's a lot of quests I need to do anyway. But we're taking the main woman to go and throw down with all these people. Obviously, they're not letting us in the pyramid until she's just shouted them, and then they're cleaning move out of the way. But yeah, in terms of quests, it's nice and short. It's nothing too bad as well. But yeah, let's get to the final boss and finish it up. So this is weird, because in RS3, Osmond's actually a good guy. He's like one of your bros. But here he seems to be like the main bad guy behind it all, unless we're getting double played and the woman is actually the bad guy who we're letting in. Plot twist. So this is the final boss. Now the final boss has caused a lot of problems for like a lot of Iron Men and hardcores. But it wasn't too bad here. You just had to avoid its lightning attacks as well. And just make sure to get the damage in as whenever you could, really. But yeah, it's considering I died on the easier boss, this one actually wasn't too bad. Blood Fury doing work as always. Make sure you buy one. But yeah, on to the end of the quest. So we finished the final boss, and this is the end of the quest. Now this quest has quite a massive item, and to be fair, quite a cool cutscene as well. So the Kerosene Partisan is a brand new weapon which utilises the Keris. So when we go for the Calphite Queen pet hunt in a little while, along with some of the jewels which you get from TOA to improve it, will be a massive weapon for Calphite Queen. So it's part of the reason to use this, because it'd be linked with one of the bosses and you had to, but also it could give us a massive weapon for a boss hunt in the future. So yeah, it's a pretty good quest to be fair. It wasn't too bad, and that quest helper is just unreal. So the post-max quest grind will be a breeze. It won't be too bad at all. I was a bit worried about doing the light puzzles for the Song of the Elves, but I have no doubt I'll be able to fly through it now. But back to some Slayer. We just finished a Hellhound task. Jorodel did off a boss task of Kriara. Not going to do it, and that's a bit weird considering how much Kriara do. But the boss task is nowhere near as good as the Evansies, because you just don't get as much damage output as well, and you're quite reliant on the Slayer Helm for the minions as well, just to clear them up and also get the boost for chins. So instead, I went to go and did some Dagonoffs, because, yeah, why not? So Dagonoffs is a nice chill task. It's cannonable, and just making sure it's just slay it out and do the task. So I'm going to finish Dags and then going to Jorodel and get another task and update. So after Dags, we got some Suquas. Suquas are very meh. You know, not the best task, but yeah, max you're going to get 80. The Cannonball, just go in and pray melee or pray mage, depending on what you prefer. They will do that ice barrage task, which is annoying, so that's why sometimes it is better to pray mage. But with the braces as well, it's a 10-minute task, so it really is worth doing. Jorodel gave us a next task, and we're going to go and gear up and get back to it. So hopefully chipping away at this melee XP. I doubt we're going to get it this episode, so next episode I'd like to sort of bank on it to say we're definitely going to get it. we're sort of 30k off all the stats, so that might be how we start the next episode. In terms of content, I have a 99 for this episode. Now you might see that I'm currently barraging Abbey Demons, so that might give it away. But in the next couple of ticks, we are going to get 99 Mage. Now, Mage has been one which is done all through Slayer, like Range was. I've done all my combats through Slayer because it's the best way. But it's been a nice chilled one, to be fair. I've only really sort of barraged Abbey Demons and Smoke Devils. Smoke Devils only recently, so the majority of this level, or this combat stat, has actually been done by Nex, Abbey Demons and Smoke Devils. But the majority of it being Abbey Demons as well, which reflects in how many whips I've got as well. But that's going to be our final level for the episode. It's going to be our final task for the episode. I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you have enjoyed, please subscribe. We've got plenty more content soon. And yeah, there's 99 Mage. So, all done. Finally got another 99 back on the account and getting closer to that max total as well. So I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode. We'll definitely be out soon with a new episode as well. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe. And any suggestions for future content, please drop them in the comment section.